Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. A couple weeks ago I filmed a homeschool mom morning routine, and I thought it'd be fun to do an afternoon routine as well. I am a homeschooling mom of 5, and my mornings are a little bit more of a routine, I guess. The afternoons are kind of different every day, but I'm going to give you an example of what an afternoon looks like from my perspective. And so right after lunch, we just get all cleaned up from lunch. So here I'm just going to load the dishwasher. The kids, you'll see, are individually coming over and loading all the dishes from their lunch. The kids also each have a chore at lunchtime, and so Charity here is just getting the kitchen floor all swept, and Elijah clears the lunch table as well as wipes it. And then we get started on our read aloud. Here is my 4-month-old who is currently teething and chewing on his hands like crazy. So for our read aloud, I am currently reading The Wizard of Oz, which the kids are really enjoying. I do let them do some sort of activity as I'm reading to them, and so they do that. As long as they are not looking at books as I am reading, I am okay with that. I think a couple of the kids are actually still doing their cleanups at the table. Charity's still sweeping the floor. I read to the kids for about 30 minutes every afternoon, but they often wish it was much longer. And then after I read to the big kids, I like to read a couple books to Simeon and Zara before they go down for their quiet time. So just an easier book that they understand. I want to make sure to spend some special time with them. Zara's not here. I'm actually going to go up to her room right after this and read something to her. I don't remember actually what she was doing when I was reading this, but she wasn't close by. So then I go upstairs and get Zara all ready for her rest time. Simeon had one school subject left to do after lunch here, and it is his reading lesson. So we are working through the Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons book. He is doing really well learning how to read, and we're currently about halfway through his book. Wesley is still content in his bouncy seat, and Charity and Elijah are also just doing some free reading as Simeon does his reading lesson. You'll notice Simeon does not sit very still during his reading lesson. I think it's just so cute. He's like bouncing around, but he's still paying attention and he's still reading. At this point, Simeon goes upstairs to his room for his quiet time, and Wesley is ready for his afternoon nap. So I get him all wrapped up into his sleep sack, and then I breastfeed him one more time as I do a little bit more schoolwork with Elijah and Charity. Today they still had zoology left, so I'm going to do their Apologia zoology with them. And then after we're done that, Wesley is going to go down for his nap, and Elijah and Charity each go for a little quiet time as well. And I think they just continue to read today during their quiet time. And this does not always happen. They do not always go down for rest at the same time. Wesley is sometimes awake when the other kids go down for their quiet time, but I'm really trying to get them all down at the same time so that I can have a little bit of time to myself. I'm going to pour myself a coffee. I so look forward to just this little bit of time with everybody doing their own thing, and I get to just have a little bit of quiet time. And so today I have a video to edit, so I'm going to sit down and drink my coffee and just do a bit of editing. This year I've been trying to be more intentional about making time to read. I really enjoy reading. I often just don't make time for it. So I'm currently reading this book called The Life-Giving Table by Sally Clarkson. And so I'm not going to read for long, but I like to just have time to read about a chapter before I get on with more active going and getting stuff done. I like to just relax for a little bit longer while I can. I like to get snack ready for the kids while they're still having their quiet time as well, so that when they get up from their quiet time, I have a snack ready for them. And so today I'm just going to chop up some apples, and then I also have some popcorn. I actually, last night, I made myself popcorn for a snack, and then I just made some extra to make it easy for the next day. I just had popcorn all ready to go for the kids to have for their snack as well. I don't usually prep dinner this early on in the afternoon, but today we have gymnastics to go to right around the supper hour, and so I'm just going to prep supper here, and so that right when we get home from gymnastics I can just quickly get these scrambled eggs in onto the stovetop, and then we can eat right after we get home. So like I said, I am doing scrambled eggs, so I'm just going to whisk up my eggs here, as well as chop up some ham and onions and tomatoes to have with our eggs, and then I can just slice up some toast when we get home, and we'll have that for dinner. My 3 oldest kids are done their quiet time, and I sent them to go outside and play in the snow for a little while and get some fresh air. They don't always like to be sent outside, but then they really enjoy some outdoor time, and while they do that, I am going to get a workout in. I've really been just trying to fit a workout in whenever I can in my day, and so it's different times of the day wherever I can find the time, and so lately it's actually been in the middle of the afternoon. Thankfully today Wesley is having a really good nap, a surprisingly good nap, and so I'm just going to get a workout in while he naps and the other kids are outside. So I am still doing fitness blender workouts, and today I'm doing a button-fi workout, getting a good sweat on. The unfortunate thing about doing a workout in the middle of the afternoon is I do not get a shower, and so I'm just going to be stinky for the rest of the day, and I'll get a shower later on tonight when Andrew's home and the kids are getting off to bed. Once the kids all come inside from playing outdoors, I get them their snacks. So like I said earlier, they're having apple slices and popcorn. I also gave them each a small handful of almonds to get some protein into their snack, and then I got myself a snack as well. So today I'm having some frozen berries I defrosted and put in some cottage cheese, and then just a little dollop of whipped cream. And oh man, it is so good. It just tastes like dessert with also some stevia and some vanilla. And then I also just have some almonds on the side. There's some multitasking happening with today's snack time, and that is because we have a poetry tea time coming up at our homeschool co-op this week, and so we are working on memorizing some poems. So I have some papers here with poems for each of the kids to work on memorizing, and so we're going to go over that as we have our snack. So surprisingly, Wesley is still napping. He's having an amazing nap today. I think it was about 2 hours long, but soon after snack time he did wake up, and I got him all out of his sleep sack. Oh my goodness, look at how cute he is. I just love his big old stretch. As soon as I get him out of his sleep sack, he just loves to get his hands free. I wanted to show you just a little snippet of some just quiet time in the middle of our day. I know I've showed a lot of organized activities and what's going on, but we also have lots of quiet moments like these. I'm just having a little snuggle with Wesley. Simeon's working on opening up his leftover Valentine's sucker. Charity is doing some piano practice. I'm not sure what Elijah's doing, probably getting some Valentine's candy as well. That's my guess. And Zara is still working on snack time, and yeah, just some little quiet moments that are in the middle of our day too. I'm going to end this video off showing us all getting ready to go to gymnastics. So we leave when it's pretty close to supper time, and then we get back just in time for supper. And so I'm going to end this video here, and that's basically the rest of our afternoon. This is probably the most hectic time of the day, the most chaotic, when we're all trying to get out the door, and I'm trying to get everybody to get their coats on, get their boots on, and go to the bathroom before we leave, get socks on. There's so much to do, especially in the winter time, but here is how the process goes for us, and that's going to be where our afternoon ends. Thank you guys for watching. I will admit this afternoon went much smoother than every afternoon does, so it's not perfect, but this afternoon did go very smoothly. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, if you haven't seen my homeschool mom morning routine, I will leave the link down below in the description too if you want to check that out and see how our morning went. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.